Hey book friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the video where I gush about all of my new favorite booktubers. All the channels that I've been following kind of recently that I think you should check out and go subscribe to their channel and support them. They are wonderful people, very creative, very entertaining to watch. So let me just share with you some of my new favorite people on this platform. So hi, my name is Angie. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, we're going to be talking about new favorite booktubers. So some of these channels are small, some of them are a little bit bigger, some of them I found recently, really recently, and others I've been following for a while, but I haven't talked about yet on this channel, and I just want to shout them out and give them a little bit of love so that you can go support them if you've never heard of them, or just affirm the fact that you love them as well. And so I have made this video before, so I will link this above. So I will not be repeating the channels that are in this video that are some of my all-time favorites that I still watch. For sure, still watch their channels, like April from Getting Hookah With It, or Gwen, or Becca from Becca and the Books, or Jackie from, I can't remember what her new channel is, but all of those channels I still stand behind, for sure. But I have some new ones. I have some new ones, especially since my reading taste has kind of shifted a bit. I have been exposed to some new people who love genres that I am starting to see if I like. And so let me just hop into my new list. I think I have like 10 or 11 to share with you. And so I'm going to start with Books and Heather, and I'm going to kind of highlight her channel right here. And so I have recently found her channel. I have really enjoyed how like cute and bubbly and excited she is about books, how excited she is to share kind of her life. She does a lot of reading vlogs. I think she's a teacher and she shares her garden. So she kind of brings in a lot of her life into her videos where she shares and talks about books. I feel like what drew me to her initially is that we share a lot of genres in common. I feel like she'll read like thrillers, she'll read fantasy, and is maybe dipping her toes into the romantasy genre, I think. I'm not quite sure. But irregardless, she just launched a Patreon, and I feel like she's just fun. She's fun to watch. And so go check out Heather's channel. Okay, so the next channel I want to highlight is Mel's channel. So Mel from Melanor Reads. Now she is one of the bigger channels on here that I have followed for a while, but more so recently since I've been more interested in fantasy. And I feel like she has been influencing me a bit to pick up more fantasy romance, which I'm still trying to figure out how much I like fantasy romance, but I really do enjoy her channel. I feel like she's a really creative content creator. She has a really fun game, involves dice and a board with sticky notes, and it's just really fun. It's fun to watch her build her TBRs. She does a lot of kind of themed reading vlogs. She runs a big like competitive team reading challenge. I think it's late summer, early fall, sometime around there. That's really fun. So she just has a lot of energy, and I enjoy kind of her take on books. And so go check out Mel if you haven't heard of Mel, but I feel like she's maybe one of the more well-known creators on my list. Next, I want to talk about Jessie from Reading with Jess. Now, I've been following her channel for longer, and I'm not sure why I didn't include her in my initial video, but I'm gonna include her now because she's just really fun. She's very much a thriller and romance reader. So if you like those things, she likes more psychological thrillers. I don't feel like our thriller tastes necessarily align, but I still really enjoy her content, and I really enjoy getting her take on books. She hosts a book club here on YouTube, and there's a Discord associated with it, but it's very much a public book club, which is great. And it's called the Sleep When I'm Dead book club, and there's lots of thrillers, new release thrillers, and I'm always trying to catch these book clubs and read the books during the correct months. That doesn't always happen, but I still enjoy her content. The other thing about Jessie, she's just really funny. I really enjoy her intros to her videos or her shorts or anything like that, just because she brings a lot of personality and just fun. She's fun. Go check her out if you have not checked out Jessie's channel. Okay, next is Kelsi from Essentially Booked. Now she's a fairly new find for me, but what I was drawn to initially from her channel was I think she had a book of the month video that kind of highlighted all the book of the months she was reading. It was kind of fun to see the breadth of genres she reads, because that's what I remember about her, is she just reads a lot of different genres, from like romance to fantasy to thrillers, and I just really enjoy her content. And so go check out Kelsi's channel. Okay, the next person I want to highlight is also another fairly popular one, but it's Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy. And I feel like if you know about Mel, you probably know about Cassidy. They often do things together and they both have Patreons and they have similar taste in books. And so what I think of when I think of Cassidy is I think of fantasy and fantasy romance really recently, but fantasy before that, as well as indie fantasy. She likes to read like a lot of self-published books, indie books, especially in the fantasy genre. She also reads like horror and maybe thrillers, but I can't actually remember watching any of her vlogs. Mostly she just currently is reading a ton of romantasy. Again, she's influencing me to try the romantasy genre. So when I think of Mel, I think of Cassidy. So I want to recommend both of them if you haven't heard of their channels. They are both just very bubbly and entertaining, and again, lots of vlogs, lots of themed reading, things like that. So go check out Cassidy's channel. Next is Steph from Stephanie Bookish. Now, I don't know how I did not hear about Stephanie's channel before now, but her channel is a recent find for me, and I love her stuff. I just really enjoy kind of the energy she brings to her channel. It's just very chill, very relaxing. She likes a lot of similar things that I like, a lot of fantasy, like Robin Hobb is something I think was what initially drew me to her channel. So Robin Hobb, but also regular fantasy, maybe some romantasy, I'm not quite sure. She does read more horror than I do, but I love her channel. I feel like I like her vlogs. They're always very kind of relaxed. Sometimes she talks about being a librarian, and I don't know. There's just something about her channel that just really draws me in and is always making me want to pick up the books that she really loves. So obviously she just really loves reading and sharing it all with us. So Stephanie is another one I want to recommend. Followed by Grace from, I think her channel is called Grace Dion. Now Grace, I really enjoy her channel. I associate her with just good book content. She just talks a lot about books. She talks a lot about the fantasy books she's reading. She is more of a fantasy reader. So this is one of the channels that I follow for fantasy books, like adult, high, epic fantasy books. She tends to highlight those books. So I think I found her through Mask of Mirrors. She was reading the M.A. Carrick trilogy, The Rook and the Rose, and I really enjoyed that trilogy, and so it was kind of fun, the fact that she liked it. Then I just went and watched a lot of her videos, and I was just like, wow, I feel like we have a lot in common. She always does like our fantasy bingo. She also participates in a lot of the like self-published, indie published fantasy content. I just really enjoy her channel for her personality. She doesn't have a ton of bells and whistles. She's doesn't have a bunch of vlogs or anything like that. She just talks books, and I just really, really enjoy that about her channel. Okay, and then Liv from Liv's Libraries. And so Liv is also a channel that I've watched on and off over kind of the years, however long she's been putting out book content. But what I think of when I think of Liv is aesthetically pleasing. She makes some of the most just like beautiful videos, and just her ability to like utilize the camera and cinematography and all this stuff. She just does such a good job, and I feel like she's always been that way. And I think she has some sort of a background in that makes her just extra skilled, but she also has a really sweet and down-to-earth personality that I just really enjoy watching her content, her vlogs, and all of that. She has a similar taste in books that I do. Like, I feel like she reads thrillers, fantasy. I'm not sure if she's really in the fantasy romance, but I think she used to read more like cozy mysteries and romances. So I just feel like whatever she reads, I really just enjoy hearing her take on it. And just I find her videos very relaxing and calming as well. So Liv, she's a bigger channel, so you probably have heard of her as well, but if not, go check her out. And now these next like 5 channels are really new to me because I found them through Gwen's Patreon, that we are all in this Patreon together. And then I realized they also had BookTube channels, and it's just so much fun. And so I've been checking out their content. They don't necessarily read similar books, some of them do, but I just really like them as people, and I've gotten to know them on Patreon, and so it's really fun to watch their videos here on BookTube. So I want to highlight them for you. The first 2 I'm gonna put together because they seem like they're best friends, and this is Wendy from Wendy's Inspired Reads and LeaBeth from Book Time, I think are their channels. Obviously, I'm linking everything down below if I haven't said that. But these 2 are really fun. I really enjoy listening to them chat about the books they're reading. They both love Throne of Glass, which I'm in the middle of right now. I'm in the middle of reading that whole series. And so it's fun to see them chat about it and chat about kind of their favorite Sarah J. Maas books, as well as Wendy recently put out like a Riley Sager reading vlog where she read all the Riley Sager books, which I totally loved that because I had made that video like 2 years ago. And it's just fun. I don't know what it is about Riley Sager, but it's fun to like rank his books. I'm not sure why we all like to do that, but I enjoyed her Riley Sager video. And LeaBeth's videos are just fun. She has just kind of a really fun personality. She gets very excited when she talks about books, and I just enjoy listening to her as she chats through like thrillers from like most favorite to least favorite sort of videos. And so I just really enjoy her channel, so go check her out as well. And then Julie from Jules Books and Things. She's also a fairly new booktuber, so go give some love to some of these ladies. But I just really enjoy her videos. She's also involved in like a Sarah J. Maas kind of read along, and she likes to do like reading vlogs. I saw one where she was highlighting the newest Abby Jimenez book. And I love the fact that she's always like interested in joining a lot of different read-alongs and just being a big participant in this booktube space. I've really enjoyed her channel since I realized she has one. So go check her out as well. And then the last one in this group here that I found recently is Hannah from A Teacher's TBR, is I think what her channel is called. Now Hannah is fantastic. She has such an energy about her. Like, I really enjoy her enthusiasm, not only for books, but just for life. She has a lot of like vlogs and different things like that. She really enjoys cozy books, like cozy mysteries and things like that. I think she even started a book club here recently. So go check out her channel if you want just a joyful personality to chat books with. And so, yes, I feel like it's so much fun to highlight and shout out other booktubers, other book content creators, because books are just fun to chat about, right? And so please go check out all of these people's channels, especially if you find that you have a similar book taste as me. Check some of these channels out. But otherwise, you guys, that is what I have. So if you made it to the end of the video and want to leave me an emoji, leave me one of those, like, what are they called? Megaphones, where you're like shouting people out. A megaphone emoji. That'll be fun. So otherwise, that's all I have. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, you guys, and I will see you in the next book video. All right, take care.